I found out about Uncommon by good friends, Joe Nelson, Marcos. They brought me. God told them to bring me. We weren't really that close, but they called me up, said, "Do you want to go?" I hopped in the backseat and I went. And everything else is history. My first time at Uncommon, I went in, I didn't know what to expect. I was personally discouraged about my Christian walk with God, and I thought he was disappointed in me. And then Dean spoke, and when Dean Johnson spoke, it just elevated through me, and it was a whole different type of preaching than I was used to in the past since I grew up in church. And Dean spoke over me. During the end part, he said I was a warrior. He said I'm gonna go do great things for God. And ever since then, I've been trying to hit the ground running, and I've been trying to chase the victory of God and what Dean said, the ways that God has walked out for all of us. Honestly, my first night there, when Dean spoke over me, it was crazy because no one else knew what was going on in my life. And I actually thought Marcus and Joe they talked to him before, they pulled a prank on me, or they were just telling him about my life. And they were like, no, we had no idea that was even going on in your life. So it just spoke to me how Uncommon and Dean, how they just knew what was right on my heart and what was been stressing me out in my mind. And also too, man, it was just so amazing. That's why I felt the presence the way I did, because he knew what was bothering me, he knew what was on my heart, and he's been doing it for other people as well in the past months that I've witnessed. My most impactful experience at Uncommon was about 2 months since I started going in, and I started feeling down on myself because I faced a lot of hardships in my Christian walk, and I was facing a lot of downfalls. And we went in Uncommon one day, and I was just sad, and Dean spoke about coming up, and God breaks you down for you to come up. And that message inspired me, and that message got me on the right track, because when he said that when you get broken down, it's because God is testing your faith, and God is testing your strength and all the stuff that you've been fighting for, and you can't give up the fight. That just inspired me, and that was my biggest come up, because I realized that this is a fight and that we could keep fighting. And Dean Johnson really spoke to me through that. What keeps me coming back to Uncommon and why I keep visiting is because I need authentic messages in my life. Well, I need other messages other than going to church on Sunday and being a typical Christian. I need to hear messages that will elevate to me, authentic words, authentic preaching by Dean Johnson, authentic love by the Uncommon team. And that's why I keep coming back on Monday. And the days when I miss Uncommon due to work or school, I feel like I lose like my whole week, because Uncommon gets me going basically. It's on Monday, beginning of the week, and it gets the drive going. How would I describe Uncommon in one person? I would describe it as, it is different from most churches that we've been going to in the area. It's authentic, it's real, it's a family. I describe it, if there's one word I would use, family, because we all come together to worship, we all come together to get the message, and the message is, it relevates to you every single time. Regardless of what you're going through, you could be doing good for God, you can not even know God, or you can know God and be struggling. The message will hit you, elevate with some points in your life. To live an Uncommon life is different from most Christians, teenagers, when you're young or old. It's to live differently. It's for other people to see a light in you, and that you don't judge them. You don't judge the people who don't know Jesus. You show them love, and you show them peace, and you give them encouraging words. And you know a lot of situations. That's what living an Uncommon life to me is. It's not trying to fit in with the world, or also to fit in with Christians or fit in with the church. It's fitting in with yourself and knowing what you know and just preaching the word and gospel to people. I am Maurice Williams, and I am Uncommon.